And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Of course, the game's coming thick and fast for Liverpool, and after a positive result against Marseille, beating them 3-0 at the Velodrome, expectation is there now, of course, to go and get the job done and get back to winning ways against Bournemouth in the Premier League. Now, I praised, for those of you that subscribe to Panenka, I praised the sort of tactical adjustment that Arne Slot made during that game, and that was a lot better. It was so much better, and I want to see a lot more of that in this game at the weekend. We need to translate this form that we've had in the Champions League to the Premier League as well, and that starts with Bournemouth. But ahead of that, guys, we've got a bit of transfer news to discuss with you. Quite an exciting one, actually, quite an exciting development. And yeah, let's get into that. But first, I just want to discuss Konate. Of course, Konate's father died, and he has now, of course, been ruled out of the game against Bournemouth for obvious reasons. But I just want to say my thoughts and prayers are currently with the Konate family at this horrible, horrible time. But yeah, guys, let's get into the bulk of the story. But as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. So yes, Adam Wharton, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton is emerging as a realistic target for Liverpool this summer, with an £80 million deal proposed for the 21-year-old. Palace's squad and staff are set to be decimated over the coming months, with Mark Gahey already leaving to Manchester City, and head coach Oliver Glasner making it clear he will depart at the end of the campaign. Along with striker Jean-Philippe Mathieu, who is pushing for a move this January, Wharton is slated to be the next high-profile sell at Selhurst Park. Lewis Steele, very reputable in the Liverpool space and the sort of transfer shenanigans, so to speak, reported that the midfielder would be keen on a deal, or Liverpool would be keen on a deal which could reach as high as £80 million for the young midfielder. However, they are not alone, with competition expected from many teams. Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal and Real Madrid have all been linked with moves for the England international, whose transfer from Blackburn to Palace included a sell-on clause. That entitles Blackburn to 15% of profit. However, what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is that Liverpool are very much interested in Adam Wharton. Now, he does look, he's a really, really exciting prospect. Of course, when you have English players in the Premier League, they're obviously going to be going for a more of inflated fee. But certainly, we have a strong bank of midfielders already, but this certainly would be a great addition, not just for the here and now, but also into the future as well. So I would think that it would be a pretty good one, looking at all those sort of stats there as well. But yeah, let's see what happens with regard to Wharton. But I certainly feel like he would fit the mould, and certainly this would be a player that would excite me if Liverpool went to. And as stated, this comes from Lewis Steele, who have said that Liverpool would be keen. But of course, it's easier said than done, considering the amount of clubs and that name there that are interested in the player. So I'm interested to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Dominic Szoboszlai has lifted the lid on the thinking behind his clever free kick against Marseille, revealing that Liverpool's meticulous preparation played a decisive role in one of the defining moments of Wednesday night's emphatic 3-0 European victory. The Hungarian midfielder broke the deadlock just before half-time, catching Marseille goalkeeper Geronimo Rulli off guard by driving his free kick low and beneath the defensive wall. It was a sharp contrast to the thunderous effort he produced against Arsenal earlier in the season, yet no less impressive, and further evidence of Szoboszlai's growing influence, with a strike taking him to 7 goals for the campaign. Speaking afterwards, Szoboszlai made it clear the execution was no accident. Liverpool's analytical preparation had already highlighted the opportunity should Marseille fail to deploy a player behind the walls, and when the moment arrived, the number 8 trusted the information he had been given. "Yeah, I did my homework," Szoboszlai smiled when reflecting on the goal. "I got told that if no one is lying down, then maybe I can have a chance to hit it under the wall. No one was lying down, so I tried it and it worked out." The set piece itself also illustrated Liverpool's on-field hierarchy and trust between senior players. Mohamed Salah stood alongside Szoboszlai before the kick, with the pair briefly discussing who should take responsibility. Rather than defaulting to a single designated taker, the decision was made collectively based on confidence and circumstance. Well, we will always discuss about it, Szoboszlai explained. We consider who feels good in the game, maybe there are positions where someone else is better, but yeah, he just asked me if I want to take it. I said yes because I checked it. If no one is lying down, I'm going to take it under the wall. He said okay, so then take it, and I scored. Beyond the goal itself, Szoboszlai also spoke warmly about Salah's return following the Africa Cup of Nations, underlining the Egyptians' importance both on and off the pitch. The pair remained in regular contact throughout the tournament, and the midfielder admitted relief at having his teammate back in the squad amid recent uncertainty surrounding his future. "I'm really happy that he's back," Szoboszlai said. "He's helping the team on the pitch, but also off the pitch as well. As you know, I'm really close with him, and I just like to play with him. He's shown so many times that he has the quality to change the game, and even if he didn't have a goal or assist today, he was still working hard. Sometimes you have to close your eyes and work hard for the team, and probably the next game he will score or assist someone." Liverpool's win extended their unbeaten run to 13 matches, yet Szoboszlai acknowledged that consistency, particularly in the Premier League, remains a challenge, with teams often sitting deep and limiting space. "We take the positive stuff, obviously that we are unbeaten," he said. "But also we have to take into account that there are games you have to win when you play for Liverpool. Especially at home, Anfield, we, the fans, everybody deserves to see nice football, but for sure the win. Maybe we couldn't do it as many times as we wanted, but we are on it. We work on it, we focus on it a lot, we talk between each other a lot, and hopefully now this game helps us to keep on going." In that sense, Szoboszlai's strike against Marseille felt about more than just technique or instinct. It was a snapshot of a Liverpool side trying to blend intelligence with execution. Preparation, trust, and shared responsibility all converged in one moment, producing a goal that set the tone for a controlled European night. For Szoboszlai, it underlined his growing authority within the team, not just as a technician, but as a decision maker, willing to back his judgment under pressure. For Liverpool, it offered further encouragement that the details are being addressed behind the scenes, even if consistency in domestic competition remains a work in progress. If the challenge now is to translate that clarity and conviction into week-to-week Premier League dominance, then performances like this, built on planning, communication, and collective belief, may yet prove a useful reference point as the season enters its decisive phase. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.